The Middle East is a tinderbox. Recent events have thrown gasoline on the flames. The assassinations of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh and Hezbollah commander Fuad Shukr have sent shockwaves through the region. Haniyeh, killed in Tehran, and Shukr, assassinated in Beirut, were powerful figures. Their deaths are a major escalation. While Israel has not claimed responsibility, few doubt its involvement. The attacks bear the hallmarks of Israeli intelligence. This is not the first time Israel has targeted its enemies abroad. But these assassinations feel different. They come at a time of heightened tension and mistrust. Iran has vowed revenge. Blood vengeance is the term used by Iranian leaders. The language is chilling. It speaks to the depth of anger and the desire for retribution. Iran's response is a matter of when, not if, the world holds its breath. Will Iran's response be measured or explosive? The answer to that question will determine the fate of the region. A wider war is a real possibility. The stakes could not be higher. Iran faces a dilemma. The Islamic Republic is committed to avenging the deaths of Haniyeh and Shukr. Failure to respond would be seen as weakness. It would embolden its enemies and undermine its credibility. But Iran also knows that a full-scale war with Israel would be catastrophic. Iran's leaders are carefully calibrating their response. They will want to inflict pain on Israel without triggering an all-out conflict. This is a delicate balancing act. One wrong move could have disastrous consequences. Iran is likely to rely on its proxies. Groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza give Iran the ability to strike at Israel without direct confrontation. These groups are armed and trained by Iran. They are eager to avenge their fallen comrades. Iran may also choose to target Israeli interests abroad. Embassies, businesses, and even tourists could be vulnerable. Cyber attacks are another possibility. Iran has sophisticated cyber capabilities. It could use them to disrupt critical infrastructure in Israel. Hezbollah is a wild card in this crisis. The Lebanese Shia militia is a powerful force. It has thousands of rockets aimed at Israel. Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah, is a charismatic figure. He commands the loyalty of his fighters and the respect of his enemies. Hezbollah has already shown its willingness to engage. The group recently launched drone strikes against Israeli military positions. The attacks caused minimal damage, but they were a clear message. Hezbollah will not stand idly by while Israel targets its allies. Israel is watching Hezbollah closely. Any sign that Hezbollah is preparing a major attack could trigger a preemptive Israeli strike. Israel has a history of striking first when it believes it is about to be attacked. Hezbollah is a double-edged sword for Iran. On the one hand, it gives Iran a powerful tool to pressure Israel. On the other hand, Hezbollah's actions could easily spiral out of control, dragging Iran into a wider war. Section 4. The world watches and waits. The international community is deeply concerned by the escalating tensions in the Middle East. Diplomats are working frantically to prevent a wider war, but their efforts are complicated by the deep mistrust between Israel and Iran. The United States is a key player in this crisis. The Biden administration has condemned the assassinations of Haniyeh and Shukr, but the US is also a staunch ally of Israel. It is unlikely to pressure Israel to make concessions. Russia and China are also trying to play a mediating role. Both countries have good relations with both Israel and Iran, but their influence is limited. Neither country has the ability to impose a solution. The world is watching and waiting. The coming days and weeks will be critical. If diplomacy fails, the Middle East could be plunged into a devastating new war. Section 5. Awaiting the storm. A sense of dread hangs over the Middle East. People are bracing for the worst. In Israel, bomb shelters are being prepared. Gas masks are being distributed. The military is on high alert. In Lebanon, too, people are preparing for war. Hezbollah has ordered its fighters to be ready for battle. Civilians are stocking up on food, water, and medicine. Many are fleeing their homes in the south of the country, fearing Israeli airstrikes. The fear is palpable. People remember the last war between Israel and Hezbollah in 2006. It was a brutal conflict that left thousands dead and caused widespread destruction. No one wants to see a repeat of that. But the drums of war are beating. The situation is extremely volatile. A single miscalculation or misstep could have catastrophic consequences. The world can only hope that cooler heads will prevail. But hope is a fragile thing in the Middle East.